Just man, put the mic down, in front of you. But what's good, man? It's Podson Radio, dog. We back in the house for another very, I always say special. I'm gonna say informative episode because even though I got an interview that I want to give to y'all, and I'm gonna give y'all that to the best of my ability and make sure that I tell this man's story the best way I can, especially for the fact that he is blood family. So we're gonna give him a quick and we'll introduce him before we go on. We got I don't know what you want to go by, but we got Hunt Dupree in the building. Big Hunt, aka, what's popping with you, man?
AKA Mr. MIA, AKA Mr. Missing in
Action. Yeah, and he mean Miami, not missing his action, Mr. 305.
Because you missing too though, man. Don't get it confused.
Yeah, but you
born the headphones on. You gonna put the headphones?
You can. I mean, we know what it sounds like. I really just put them on if I think it look good.
Got you.
The audio level is pretty much set. But you are from Miami though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
by way of Arizona, I've been hiding there for a long time. Now I'm just playing. I was born in Arizona, and then we went to Miami about a month later. So
yeah,
I'm from Miami originally.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Nah, that's what I know him from being from. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere I wish my family from there, but I didn't get to grow up there. I grew up out here in the desert getting ashy and all that. Missed all the community. So yeah, we're gonna talk to my man Hunt and all that. We're gonna chop it up with him, get to know him, tell his story and where he come from, his struggles, ups and downs, even the funny shit he can give us. But before we do that, it's been a messed up week just in Black American history. And it doesn't actually mess with me like usually, but this one messed with me real bad. And it's only because I feel like it was almost building up like a crescendo from almost obviously way before, like from slavery, honestly, since we've been in America. But just for me personally, speaking from my own perspective, from 2014 or 2012 when Trayvon Martin got killed, in 2014 Mike Brown, 2014 Alton Sterling, just everything that brothers have been through. And for the most part, there's always no consequences. You got Amber Geiger killing a dude in Dallas in his own apartment, getting like 5-10 years, when you got brothers that's sitting in jail right now for weed charges and 3 strikes because of the crime bill or whatever the case may be. And you can just see how everything is tilted against us. So that's why I spoke out the way that I did. And what I said, and just to give you guys a little more insight, when I said I need allies, what I really meant is there's nothing anti-white about being pro-Black. And what I mean by that is being pro-Black is like it's not that you guys, and yeah, you do kind of owe us something, you know what I'm saying? But it's not to say you specifically as a white person got to come out your pocket and give me some money. But as far as the fact that we didn't even ask to come here, you know what I mean? After 400 years of slavery, which, who knows what happened in Africa, but y'all brought us here against our will. And 160 years of oppression since then, it's really been no ends, no outs, no wins for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we don't have white people who are truly willing to understand the struggle and ingratiate themselves with the shit that we go through and actually kind of put themselves in our shoes, I ain't got no time for you, because you're really kind of the problem, because you kind of like being negligent to the actual reality. So that's all I was saying. But Hunt, I want to know what you thought about like my statement and just what you think about everything that's going on. And rest in peace of George Floyd, because we're gonna talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. Huh? I'm in the man. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just with the whole Mr. Floyd thing, that's crazy to see somebody actually get killed, another Black person get killed on camera. Like 2020 been one hell of a year, like just in a negative light completely. I ain't never seen a year this negative. Like,
man,
yeah, that white cop, just to see him do that, it hurt. Like I tried, and I'm one of the people who I try not to, like you, not speak out on nothing. And I try to keep it off my timeline. Like,
yes,
you got to keep the negative stuff out your brain. Like you can't really indulge in, like, even World Star Hip Hop back in the day, like fighting all the time. Guess what you're gonna want to do when you go outside? First somebody say something wrong, you're gonna want to fight. So it's kind of one of them things. But this situation, it's like, bro, y'all just killing people on camera. You killing people like he hog tied the man and set on his neck.
He was handcuffed
with 3 other cops behind you. Like, it's no threat at that point. It ain't even close to a threat. And this shit just is getting out of hand. And I understand what people riding, but we gotta come together. We gotta plan. We gotta strategize. And it's to me, it's 2 ways to get about this. Definitely we gotta plan though. And I know you was talking about going into that. I don't know if you want to go into it now.
Yeah, we gonna talk. So I'll say we'll talk about the plan a little bit, but I want to speak a little bit more to George Floyd. I'll say rest in peace once again, because he's literally no longer here with us. That man is about to be in the dirt or cremated or whatever it is. He's perished. I think a lot of people forget about stuff like that when things like this happen. There's somebody out there who truly lost their life. So rest in peace to him
too, man. Like kids, wife, girlfriend, whatever he had, like that. The mama, like everybody around you. You just lost a friend, somebody you probably was with 2 days before.
Yep.
And somebody going out to a regular day at work. Yep. Even if he did have a bad check, like it don't matter.
It was a fake $20 bill.
I don't care if it was fake.
What if he ain't know?
Like that don't, bro. Stop it. As police officers, y'all got to chill the fuck out. Like,
yeah, it's like what if he had no absolute clue that $20 bill was fake? But then I seen him and Steven Jackson grew up together.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, because I be watching All the Smoke all the time, so it made me feel even worse. And he said they call each other twin, and the crazy part is they actually looked alike. You know what I'm saying?
That was I just seen his story this morning. When he's saying he met him, and one of the friends told him y'all might have the same daddy. First time we met him, we was like, "Who your daddy? Who your real daddy?"
Fact. No, that's a 100% fact. And Steven Jackson was hurt, man. And I feel bad just for him. I feel bad for the family. I feel bad for everybody. And I guess that's all I can really say about it. Obviously, I just seen what everybody else seen. I might not even have seen it all to that extent, but I know for sure it was just disgusting, man. And the way he was kneeling on him, you can just tell like that's definitely you're going to be fucked up. Like, it looked like he's separating his, I don't know nothing about the pathways of oxygen and nothing like that. But
and he looked down at him plenty of times to see, like, he didn't, and the funny part about it looked like he did it before. This is his normal. Like, I jump on somebody's neck.
Nobody said that yet.
And nobody, like,
nobody said
looked
that
at the
yet.
Man, when you look down at somebody, like, that's like me, if I knock somebody out and walk away, and I ain't gloating about it, that means I done knocked somebody out before. That means I done seen this done. So when you look at somebody, he's saying, I can't breathe. You done heard that before. You done seen that before. You done did it to somebody before.
I never thought about that. And honestly, that's an impressive point, bro. Like he looked like comfortable. He looked like he was in his element.
As a human being, to hear another human being say, I can't breathe, and you not even blink an eye. You done heard that before. You done been on somebody else's neck. They just ain't recorded.
Yeah.
They ain't die. They probably came back in the ambulance. They resuscitated them. But at this point, like, bro, you telling me as a human, you ain't even think about that?
Yeah, now you seeing it from a different lens. I actually appreciate that perspective, bro.
That's kind of crazy.
And what I will say is, just to talk to the officer, man, he's a pussy. He's a coward. He's a buster. Man. You could tell he's somebody who probably never got no pussy, got bullied in school. And I think I don't never want to say all officers are bad because I know some officers that are good, but at this point, if y'all not actually, I can't say good because a lot of them officers we say are good be like taking up for these motherfuckers and I'm almost like sweeping under the rug the shit that they do. So actually you accessory to murder. You know what I'm saying? So I take back that statement. I don't even mean that unless I can actually truly vouch for and justify that. But as a whole, man, I feel like, and we're going to get into more of this on strategy, like black people got to find a way to police themselves. I mean, it sounds impossible,
man,
but we got to find a way. Stop calling 911. Stop dealing, boycott the fuck it. They done. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more 911. Don't even come around here. Like, I don't care if all the black people in Phoenix got to move to Guadalupe or Maricopa and start up a goddamn, whatever the case may be. I just think black people got to kind of just do for themselves and they own, you know what I mean? But I don't know. What you think about that?
That's 100% what you're saying. I was just thinking about this today. And the way my mind works, like as soon as I see something, I go on like I'm an action. I'm not like a speaker. And I was thinking about like the BPF. That was the first name, Black Police Force. And when you said that, I'm sitting here like that shit's crazy. Like it's all right. So this and we shouldn't even be talking about this on air. We need to be in a room
don't go too crazy
with a bunch of black people. But what I'm gonna say is we need a Black Police Force. We need military vets. We need all these old police officers who know what's going on, who know the laws to come together and be like, hey, look, from here on out, y'all call us everything. Or if you hear it, you know about it, you should be there. It ain't to get rid of the police, but it's to make sure the police ain't get rid of us. And that's it.
Goddamn shine moment. Yo. And I mean that. I'm impressed by what you said, bro. Like you touched my heartstrings.
Like, it's a lot of ways to go about this. And we think like looting and tearing up shit is one way. And don't get me wrong, fear and what they call it and hurt is 100% the most motivating factor. Yeah. But this ain't the way to do it. Like we need to get behind some black lawyers, some black politicians, put them in power, and then from there, that's how that shit come back down. It's not about going to tear up Target. Yeah, that's cool, fine and dandy, but go tear Target up and walk away from that motherfucker. So you say we don't want nothing in it. We just want to tear y'all shit up. Y'all hear us. When you go in there still a TV, then that take away the whole point of it. Now y'all stealing from us. Now we thieves.
Yeah.
Nah, we just want to be heard.
Fact.
So I understand tearing shit up. I get it. When you mad, but you gotta put that anger in the right place. Like, we need a black police force. We need black people policing our own people. Like, we got black people scared to go to the hood. How the fuck is that possible?
Hey, he's not lying, and bro, I don't even want to talk too much about me actually being like related to you, but I be forgetting how articulate our family can get.
No, 100%. Like, this ain't
cold.
This is our genes.
You cold. I ain't on front, bro. You got me thinking different too. But what you said about the black police force though, that's like where my mind was, bro. So I definitely want to talk about more of that off air. But just quickly, let's like obviously that was part of the solution, but that's a small part of what the solution could be. So before we go on to you, I just want to talk strategy a little bit.
Okay.
My honest belief is, other than ideas like a black police force, which is going to take a lot of money, a lot of communication, a lot of, communities connecting that typically don't even deal with each other. Even if you look at the police back in the day, you commit a crime in Seattle, do something in San Diego, nobody even know. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. We'll talk about this offline.
Yeah,
but it's something that need to be definitely implemented. It ain't about how much money it's gonna cost, because that ain't the problem.
The money's there, so it's like
that's not a problem.
The money's there, but I'll say I think it's more the communication problem, which be a lot of the problem in black neighborhoods. But I honestly, and it's sad because obviously I'm an idealist, so I always wish for the most optimistic result out of everything, but
100%.
I don't see no way other than what you said, and I honestly see that being a problem. You know what I mean? But I was raking through my heart almost, and I was like, I'm gonna get on this podcast and I'm gonna honestly try to think of strategic ways to help my people. You know what I mean? I'm named after Malcolm X, and that don't mean nothing to me, but I feel this stuff in my heart, and I just don't really see no honest way. I feel like this is just what we gonna deal with until life is over. Do you see any real strategic response to actually getting this done, other than the black police force? Because that was you did that very intricately.
Like I said, man, it's about getting on both sides of that. Both sides of the fence. So right now, I feel like when you protesting and when you got your signs and y'all walking in front of the courthouse, guess where you at? You on the outside. So if somebody come to my house,
Shine, go on and talk to him. Where you at? You on the out? That's a fact.
You on the outside. You begging for somebody to give you something. Why the fuck was we begging for people to give? We pay taxes. Now it's time to go into these black colleges. It's time to go into these, even if it's a black student union at Harvard, it's time to boost them up so they can get in positions of power. All we want to do is yell and scream from the outside. Guess what? I don't care what you doing outside my house. As long as you don't come in my shit.
You hear what he talking? You hear what he's saying?
You need somebody to open the door.
And these are the same people that respect Chris Brown saying, why are you talking from outside the club? You can't even get in.
He gave y'all a diamond in the rough. He gave you a dime. Chris Brown said this in the song. But guess what? If you implement that in life, that's what the white people saying to us every day.
Yeah.
Y'all outside, the police force going ham.
Fact, man. Hey.
But what's going on inside the police force? They still working. They drinking their coffee. They walking around. They don't give a fuck what's going on outside.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I appreciate this for my podcast people, but I want to hang with you more because I probably need. Dead seriously, I probably need this type of energy. You know what I mean? I just don't know who be on it though. Even sometimes I feel like the way I be thinking, be I need to just shut up or. That's why I never speak on it.
I'm the same way. I feel like this platform, let's do it. We got to do it. And everybody at the boiling point.
You gave me some clips. I'm telling you, I'm about to promote the clip. You gave me a clip. I ain't gonna
it ain't about the clips though, man. I mean, it is.
No, it ain't.
But because that shit need to go viral. We need to say, hey, look. All right, we get it. We need them people outside the courthouse.
Yeah.
But we need a black judge in the courthouse.
Fact.
You know why they got fired? Because they had a black police chief. So I know when he seen that, no matter how much he loved his police officer, that shit made him sick to his stomach.
Yeah, but I can tell how much you actually researching and paying attention.
No, I'm 100%. I'm always on it. I ain't.
It's like being in boxing. You can't trust me. I can tell if you can't throw a punch. You know what I mean? I can see. I can see.
All right, go by your stance. How you
bro, I can tell how you pulled up your pants, brother. But no, so all right, we'll leave that alone, man. I'll say once again, R.I.P. to George Floyd,
R.I.P.
and whole family and all that. But so now I want y'all to get to know my man. Obviously, y'all can see how intellectual and articulate he can be when he's talking about things that he's passionate about. But we're going to put him in a hot seat. You know what I mean? We're going to start from the young boy life and things like that, So obviously, you was born in Arizona, but you grew up in Miami. So we're going to go straight to Miami. So did you go to elementary school in Miami?
Yeah, elementary school, middle school, high school, everything Miami.
All right, give us your elementary school experience in the school and outside of the school when you get to the age of let's say 7 or 8 years old, 10 years old? Because when you that young and you a hood kid, you kind of like a young grown man. You know what I mean?
100%. Let's see. I'm not gonna say I ain't no thug.
Shout out to school though from Miami.
Shit, I went to Crestview. I went all 5 years. Yeah, all 5 years. So Crestview Elementary.
Okay.
Started there, and that was like it was a gifted school. I think they still got an 8 to this day. Like
that's crazy.
Like in the heart of Miami though. Like I don't know if y'all ever heard Rick Ross talk about the flea market. We was right up the street from the flea market. So like in the heart of Carol City. It wasn't the hood though. I ain't gonna sit here like it wasn't Liberty City over time. But
yeah,
definitely from Miami gave you. And I learned from an early age, like I was a good kid. But I ain't like to be fucked with.
Yeah.
and common sense was my thing. Like that still to this day. Them two things kind of stuck with me. Like so at that point, pretty much, yeah, man, I'm trying to think, man. Ain't nothing really crazy happening in elementary school.
No, it ain't got to be crazy. That's cool. Okay. Everybody know Florida as a football town, especially back then.
100%.
So at what did you start playing like Pop Warner, or did you wait till high school?
So I was playing Pop Warner. We were running from probably like the 2nd, 3rd grade. We in there.
Can you remember any dope players you might have played against, or any dope moments from your? Because Florida football is almost like Texas. You know what I'm saying? What was your experience just playing football when you was young in Florida?
I'm trying to think. I think I ran up against the Moss brothers, like Santana Moss and all them. But they was
shine moment.
Man, it was. You never know who you was on the park with. Like, man, I remember seeing Trick Daddy. We was we was little. Like, so just like seeing them come in.
That's dope.
The authentic jerseys. We had 2 jerseys. Especially when I transitioned. Like, so when I started playing football, I was playing for my church league. We had a football team, but we played other parks. We did that. But then we transitioned to like playing the hoods, all the other shit. I actually, you start seeing like people dump money into youth sports back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like everybody think AAU and all that's big now.
Yeah.
I remember people betting on the park long time. You 8 years old, 9 years old running around and they like, come here, hey.
Yeah. Did you hoop too?
Touchdowns. I ain't hoop. Okay. Only time I hoop, I came to Arizona for a summer, and I hoop with that.
You weren't coordinated like me.
Yeah. Hey, no, I was the best person on their team, though. They wanted me to stay and play basketball. But basketball, when you from Florida, basketball is not that ain't even an option.
Nah, that's a fact. He right.
It's really track and football. Basketball up north a little bit, but for the most part, I was track and football all day.
That's Did you run track too?
I ain't run track till I got here.
Okay.
I should have.
All right, let's hold it up because I'm gonna talk about Maryville because I remember when you was in Maryville. That was my freshman year at Westview. I know you was at Maryville.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's go into your middle school in Florida. How was that? Like, when did you get your first piece of pie? Was it in Florida or was it in Arizona?
It definitely was in Florida. Middle school got a little wilder because we transitioned to Parkway and New Orleans. They had a little rivalry going on, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, it was all love. I kind of knew everybody because my older cousins, they all ran in the circle. I don't know if you know Dwayne Bowe used to play in
yes, what he that nigga used to. He was returning them bitches like Dante Hall, nigga.
Yeah,
what you talking about?
So like that whole little, I know they whole little clique. All of them went to New Orleans, so we kind of ran in that circle. I was a little nigga running with them.
Yeah,
they older nigga. They was 4 years older than me, but I was running with them. That's where I'm like common sense and seeing stuff from a different light. When you a freshman and they seniors, they doing something, they messing with all the baddies, and you like, I can't mess with her no more. Like, I see what's coming in the future. So it was one of them.
Oh, so you was never really intrigued by like the pretty women at that time because you already seen it. Like,
I ain't gonna say the pretty women, but it was just like girls your age. Just was like to this day, I still like. Oh, nice. Like, my wife older than me, so like just seeing women older is like, all right. I'm on your level. They don't have that mystique is what I mean. So it's like I like that. But yeah, middle school got a little interesting. We used to fight a little bit, get down. But nothing crazy. Football still every day. That's all we did, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Miami, it was football, nonstop football.
Did you think about like people back home, like maybe your cousin Josh Felton? Did you feel like you could have blown him up back then?
Man, I ain't know. No, don't get me wrong. I seen him.
No, talk to me. Keep it real.
No, 100%.
He was cold. So whatever you say ain't roasting him. What did you think?
When I seen him, I remember we played for the termites or some shit.
No, the Terminator.
The Terminators. Okay,
I ain't gonna let you disrespect him too much because he was the nigga. He was the nigga.
100%. I used to come to Arizona almost every other summer, and I used to watch his highlights tape. That nigga was the best football player I seen.
Fact. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna.
Even Jamil said that.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna never take that away from him until I got to probably high school.
He could have killed shit in Florida, but what was you thinking like when you was out there about Arizona people? Like what was your
the 100%? I never thought about Arizona.
Damn,
football.
You see how they do
Y'all
us?
Even on the map, dog.
You see how they be doing us? Y'all think I would just be talking shit? They be acting like we don't even exist out this motherfucker. It's not even
when they play us now.
It's not even just Florida, bro.
No, 100%. But I think when we in Florida, the competition and the talent is so thick. You don't think about nobody else. Now, don't get me wrong, they on a whole different
Y'all
level
thought about Texas though. I bet y'all thought
at the time when I was in high school.
No,
we don't care about nobody else. But I wasn't in social media either.
Okay,
so you gotta think about where we at.
It was more Friday Night Lights though.
We don't give a fuck about we beat the Friday Night Lights team, man. We don't care. Like in Florida, it was like line them up. We ready to go. Yeah, you could be on the sorriest team in Florida. You still feel like we'll beat everybody else.
Yeah.
So it was one of them things.
Northwestern. Did you ever play Northwestern?
Nah, I never played against Northwestern.
Okay. They was a team in Miami, right?
Still a team in Miami.
See,
to this day. The West go hard. I think they got the most NFL players ever drafted by any high school.
Shine moment, big time.
So,
see, I gotta go with Miami with you one time so I get a real education. You know, I'll be out there on my.
We're gonna do something different. I mean, South Beach, of course, is gonna do that for a day.
Yeah,
get up in the city.
That's right. All right, now talk about high school. So you was going middle school. Where'd you go to high school?
High school, I went to Miramar. Crossed over, went to Broward County.
I've heard of Miramar.
Yeah, so we played. That's when we started. We played all the big schools. We was right on the border of Dade. So we did Dade, Broward. It was literally the first school on the border.
Gotcha.
Everybody from Carol City started migrating that way.
Gotcha.
And then I came out here. Shit.
Well, that's what I want to know. What made y'all? And this is an answer I'm gonna enjoy because I have no clue. What made y'all come to Arizona?
So I was already established out here.
Big time.
Right. my uncle Dwayne and all of them, they had already.
You mean Miami? You mean Miami?
The big Miami. Yeah. The real Miami. They was already out here. He was doing his thing, but he had transitioned over to the legit side of doing the daycare and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I remember the daycare. Hold on, I don't want to cut you off.
No,
so
go ahead.
Hold your thought. Like, please don't forget what you're going. Let's go back to the Dwayne daycare days.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
All right. So I was a kid, right? I used to be like, and it's sad because I didn't know nothing about anything, but I knew Dwayne was getting it on another level in them daycare days. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know nothing about finessing, but I felt like it was a finesse. Government was probably lacing them up.
Hey, I ain't gonna tell. I'll tell y'all. We gotta tell y'all.
All right, tell me how the joint. Shout out Dwayne, and honestly, more than that, shout out his sons who are my dogs. You know what I'm saying? My dog, for sure. Emmett, easily one of the best lyricists. Actually, I don't want to say the best because there's a couple people that's with him, but easily top 2 or 3 when it comes to lyricism.
He just did a freestyle last night.
Easily.
Super hard.
Cambrell.
I heard he cold on the beats.
Producer. Top 5. And he on that. Outside of being top 5, the people who are ahead of him are doing like the Kanye, like Cambrell on that young nigga shit.
Yeah.
On that boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Nigga and coming with it. Like nobody in Arizona is doing that young nigga shit like Cambrell. I know that. That's a fact. And I'll say that just cause like I fuck with him because he's my cousin, but that's on these niggas are talented. Like I almost feel like the family just on some other shit because them niggas talented. They more talented than anybody I almost know. Like I'm telling you, bro.
The roots around this man, the roots around this tree ain't nothing.
Nah,
people don't understand. Like we can clear football, business. I told, and no lie, this ain't even because I'm on your podcast. I told this nigga how long ago I told you this nigga was a superstar.
Appreciate it, man.
When y'all first started and family first, all that stuff came from a conversation we was having in the front yard.
Yeah.
And I said, bruh, y'all, everything here is nothing to talk about, and we all family. And when you popped off, and this ain't a slight at nobody else, but I said, I still got your CD to this day.
Nobody's heard that.
I got that bitch word for word. And you got like 4 songs on there. I swear to God, I was like, this shit should be top 10. Like
I never mixed them, nothing.
Bruh. It was a California song. I might submit that. I know all the DJs in Cali. I might still
Groove on the West Side.
You had like Snoop on it. It was like him talking at the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, Winning. I done turned Winning to a habit.
Yeah. So I love that song to this day. But I told this nigga said, that nigga's a superstar. Nobody else. I don't know what everybody else doing, but
you know, I was trying to carry them along like the Jackson 5. No, I'm just talking stuff.
But I told him, I said he a superstar, and this is when you was rapping. This before pod.
Yeah.
Anything.
Oh, big time.
So just to see where it's at now, though, I'm like, the roots on this tree. This shit goes.
Yeah,
like,
most people now see me rapping. They're like, "What you rap?" Like,
right, they don't know them days. Like,
nah, but all right, and even more than that. So before we keep going, because we're gonna keep going with what we was talking about you in high school and stuff like that. But your granny really was like a big driving force for the family first thing, because I wasn't even close to my family before then, not even my immediate family. Like that kind of brought us back together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I want you, if you want to, just to speak to her. You know what I mean? What she meant to you.
100%. Like I said, the roots on this tree deep, man. Hunt Dupree, she was really like the bring everybody together, the love of, and I ain't gonna say it's still there, but like when she called, everybody pretty much came running. Y'all Miami, Florida, Miami, up north, Florida, shit, Arizona, anywhere, the Bahamas, like she could really stir some shit up and everybody come together.
Even my dad's side of the family.
Yeah, like both sides. She touched pretty much everything. And like with the family first thing, that was when she passed. Everybody came out here, we was all together, and we was celebrating. We wasn't even in like, don't get me wrong, we was in pain to lose like I ain't gonna say the head of the family, but one of the oldest statesmen of the family. But it still, look what it brought. Like it was like planting another seed.
It literally created family first.
That's what I'm saying. We sitting out there, and I'm like, bro, like I got a video. I don't still got the video, but me and him was in the strip club, and the hashtag was family first. This was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this ain't like when one, you know what I'm saying? When they say when one tree died, the shit fall off. Look what it fell into though. Like, look what everybody that literally started 6-7 businesses.
No, that's a fact. It's crazy, bro.
It's crazy to think about it.
Made me. I knew Cambrell from the fact he was Dwayne's son, and I remember his name when he was young. But I didn't remember Cambrell. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true though.
I didn't know what Emmett was on.
Right.
Me and Josh didn't even get to hang like that. Like, nigga, it was a total disconnect. Even my mom, like in my immediate family, my brothers, I was away from everybody. Right. Everybody. That's when I was staying in Florida and just coming back trying to decide what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, bro, but it was such a sad moment, obviously, because for me, it was more because I knew my granny and Clarita, you know, and I knew, I seen what my granny was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the impact mostly was for me. But then it was like, okay, we impacted, but it was a blessing that came out of it.
It was.
I was like, these niggas dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you can see them like we could mourn it all day and say, oh, like we want her here, but it was her time. Like, and I had to deal with it for a long time. Like I still deal with it.
Nah, because for you it was like,
that was like I got my mama and I love my mama to death, but that was her mama.
Granny different.
She was there when I say we was talking about elementary school. My grandma said in front of the door in her chair. She was paralyzed when I was even the night she got paralyzed. I was supposed to be in the car with her. But she looked at me and she told me, I can't go. My mama tell me this all the time. And I think she got hit by a car same night. Like to literally sit there and say that I was supposed to be in the car with her going to the hospital to see her daddy.
Yeah.
And she got paralyzed that night. And I'm still here walking. So it's kind of like
I seen a young picture of Clarita too. She was so pretty.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness.
All of them though. Yeah. If you look at all our
I ain't seen no young picture of my granny. I don't want to either. I don't want
they look like triplets though.
What?
Facts. They look like triplets.
Irene and Granny, my granny to me looked like twins. I never seen it in Clarita as much.
She was just older.
Okay.
She was the oldest of all of them, but like all of that, man.
So. Well, you get me hip to that, and this was just some family talk. No, you know what I mean? I wanted to get at to you just because I realized, even though like it almost set the path I'm on, but I'm telling you, it was that weekend or week, however long those days were, where we were all together. It kind of changed everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
people like look at it today. I look at all y'all podcasts, the ladies podcast, everything y'all got going on, like Emmett going crazy, all of that. And people was doing stuff before, but to see that come together and then everybody break off to their own,
it was God, bro. I'm gonna tell you, people
to a different level.
People wouldn't even know how passionate I've been passionate about doing shit like this.
Right.
I just needed that confidence.
Just needed somebody to say, "Hey."
I needed that confidence, and when my family gave me that green light, I was like, "Well, shit, let's go." And I've been rolling ever since. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes everybody need that little kick, man.
Yeah, rolling ever
really,
since.
You know what I'm saying? So
all right. So let's go back, man. So you said high school. you went to Miramar, and then you moved to Arizona, and then where you go to Maryvale?
Maryvale, man.
How was your Maryvale experience?
Maryvale was a culture shock to get out here, dog. I came from a school with 98% black people. All my schools to get out here, it was 10 of us now just playing. The whole floor. Maryvale had a decent amount of black people. Definitely had the best football team in the land. They kept screwing us over. We kept running against Hamilton every year. I was like, how the hell that's possible? But I met some dope ass niggas out here, some dope Arizona people. They took me in. They pretty much took me in like family. Like, I mean, I have my family here, but even on the other side, like, they ain't blink an eye. Like, damn, you ride with us. And
hell yeah.
So just to see that, like, to know where black people was out here, it was real connected. It was together. Yeah. We had a little spats here and there, but like Maryvale was a dope experience, and it gave me the other side of the game too. Yeah. So just let me know that it's more than just black people in the world.
All right, and wifey, don't get mad at me. I'm just asking a question. And we asking an old ass question, some high school shit. When you came from Miami to Arizona, obviously the black girls be better back there. But what'd you think? Oh, actually, I'm lying. Miami got the Latins too. This ain't even a valid question.
No. I ain't never seen them.
Okay, so what'd you think when you got the Mexican girls around you and a couple of them bad?
I think I was too grown by that point. Like, I was already in my ways. I didn't even care about it.
Like, most of them niggas in the South be like, yo, that's what I'm like, bro. Niggas in Arizona don't even care about the Mexican girls.
I ain't even blink an eye. I see a lot of people come down here and they fall in love. They love the burritos, the tacos, and she get the cooking once or twice, and it's over with. It's a wrap.
But, hey, por favor, que quieres nosotros, man?
First quesadilla, lose his mind. Quesadilla and some sex will change your heart.
Like, yeah, this nigga got a light-skinned kid tomorrow.
Yeah. But I mean, when I got out here, the funny part, I got here, I'll never forget, first day of school, I get there. So Miami, it's like strict. Girls with the shorts to your knees. Yeah. Like, we couldn't have no phones in school. We couldn't have no headsets walking around. Dang. It was like pretty much you and your friends, y'all, that's what y'all do all day. When I got here, niggas had Walkman, had headphones on. And I never forget, I seen this girl, she had some booty shorts on, both cheeks hanging out the bottom. I was like, I called my nigga on the cell phone like, dog, hey, you should see this shit. I wish I could show you right now.
Hey, you had a cell phone though? He shitted on us. He shitted on us one time.
No, I had a cell phone.
All right. So you seen a chick with both of them hanging out?
Yeah, both of them. I was like, bro, I don't know what's going on. Arizona had just this loose, almost vibe. Like, it's hot, sun out. Like,
that's a fact. If you're from down south, Arizona is California.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. But unless you move to Cali, then you can see a little
Arizona's way too hot to be California.
But no, when I got here, it was like, this was California without the beach. Yeah. So it was kind of one of them vibes. Like, everybody was like free, not really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which was dope to see, because everybody in Miami is, what's up, my nigga? Like, you mug it out, and then y'all cool. You fool with your circle, but not too many. Out here was a different vibe. Like, I know him. Everybody know everybody. So that was dope. Eye opening. But yeah, with the Mexican, I ain't really just.
Yeah, I wish I would have messed with y'all more. I just remember when I went to Westview. I remember one moment of you playing Westview at Maryvale, and I was like, "That's my cousin," but I didn't get to even talk to you during the game or after the game or nothing.
But I played Westview twice.
I promise you, I was pointing you out like, "Yo, that's my cousin." You know what I'm saying? Sure. You wasn't cold as Josh. You was my cousin, and you had on pads.
You out there. That's all that matters.
But so I just want to know, like, going to college, what made you think, let's go all black school? Like, was that something that was just felt like you was gonna do, or?
So that's a good story too. So I'm a University of Florida fan, Gators.
Okay.
Everybody from Miami is Miami fan, so I was always against it. Like, I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
Oh yeah, you on bullshit?
Yeah, so I was always
on bullshit. You ain't no real Miami nigga, man.
But I always been like that. And the funny part, I was Gators. I wanted to go to Florida. And my senior year started coming up. No, I was in my senior year and I hadn't applied to shit. And then I never forget, my counselor called me in. He said, "Your grade's good, but you don't need to." What do you say? You can go to a 2-year college. You go to a community college.
Yeah.
And I think that same week I got offered like a scholarship to like 2 community colleges. In my mind, I was like, "Fuck no, I ain't going to no community college. I can't do it." Like, I just didn't want to do it. And I never forget.
You one of them ambitious brothers.
No, in my mind, I didn't want to go to FAMU. FAMU was definitely on my list, and University of Florida. I think those were the only two schools I really had in mind. And I was just like, bro, I ain't did shit. So I walked in the counselor's office. I'll never forget this. It was a fucking sticker with all black colleges on it. It was one left in the box. It was only one. And the only thing you do is you write your name on it and you check all them bitches. All the schools you want to send your application back. It was one. I picked that bitch up. I went home, signed it, sent it off. And all these black schools start sending me shit back to me. Boom, 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 boom. And out of all of them, I think Jackson State was the first one to send it to me. And when I picked it, I was like, oh, they shit look nice. I had never been to Mississippi in my life. So imagine.
I've been to Jackson, brother.
Oh, yeah. Imagine seeing the real Jackson. You'd have been like,
wrong place to go for your first. That's the SOUF, not the South. The SOUF.
That shit was, but I didn't know no better. They sent that shit back. I signed that shit. They said, man, you accept it. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to school at this point. I had a crazy ass girlfriend out here at the time.
Mexican or black?
Black.
Okay. Oh, wait, yeah.
Fucking nut. And that was my exit plan too. I was like, I get back to black people. I get away from her ass. It was a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
Man. That was it, man. I was gone. I packed my shit up. Man.
Yeah, I like it though, man. I mean, you kind of been a grown man for a while.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people who leave their state to go to college, they already been grown. You know what I'm saying?
Like, get out that nest, man. At college, don't get me wrong. I don't think college for everybody, but college is the best way to transition into. Even if you do only 1 year, you will see how it is to be an adult.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people got to learn that. Because they said you would go be in your mama house and go to 4-year university. That don't make sense. That's like going backwards.
Man, if he ain't preaching, this brother's preaching. I ain't gonna lie, huh? I'm like, your rhetoric is different than I even thought. Like, even I know a lot of things you've done, like as far as the military, and that's what we're gonna talk about soon. And even like, truthfully, bro, people almost don't realize what promoting takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the type of person you gotta be to be a successful promoter. Man. You got to be the people's champ. Like, you can't even just be, ain't no selfish nothing. You don't do this for you. If you do, people going to smell that out and they out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I tell people to this day, I ain't enjoyed it. One of my events shit.
You do it so people can enjoy it.
It's for everybody else.
It's a fact, bro. I be a successful promoter is going to be stressed the entire event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all right. So just a little bit more into Jackson State and stuff like that. So did you play any football?
I did. I walked on my freshman year. That shit, like, man, I salute all college athletes.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a college athlete, I salute you.
Elaborate. Why do you say that?
That shit a full-time job, dog. When I got there, especially as a freshman, you want to run around with the girls. You want to do everything.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you care about is women at that point. And then you go do your schoolwork. But as an athlete, you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You go work out. You come back and shower. You go to class all day. You go to fucking work study, and then you got practice after that. And then they give you a playbook that's this thick and say, learn it. That shit is insane, dog. I take my hat off. I salute all athletes.
Yeah.
Like, if you can successfully do it, not the niggas who don't go to class at all. I'm just saying, like, if you can get your degree and try to balance. That was my problem. Like, you really got to pick a side. Like, college sports is a business. So if you pick the business of being an athlete, you got to say fuck that school shit. Just to be honest.
Fact.
Like, people don't want to say that. They don't want to say that.
Nah.
To be a successful athlete in college, you really got to say.
I'm happy
school.
you're being as vulnerable as you are.
No, that's 100%.
Because what you're saying is real, bro.
People don't never hear that though.
Yeah.
All they think is, he's a student athlete. He go to, like, some niggas don't even go to class. They sleep. Nigga, I'm not going to class. She gonna pass me anyway.
Yeah, and I got two more questions about college, and we'll move on. Okay. But I was actually gonna ask them in reverse, but now I'm gonna change it.
Okay, go.
All right. So, what do you think about black athletes? Do you think they should be going to black colleges? Like, let's say a Zion Williamson go to Grambling State. What would that do for HBCUs?
That shit would change. That shit would change history, though. Like, people don't understand that. If we get 10 black athletes, top tier, I'm talking about, especially in basketball, you get 10 top tier basketball athletes and send them all to black schools, that should have changed the whole foundation of a school. Because guess what? At that point, they're going to win all their in-conference games. Then they're going to go to the NCAA tournament, and they're going to play. White schools going to want to play them. White schools play black schools. People don't, I don't know if y'all know this, but white schools pay black schools to play them. They play small schools. So when you see NAU play Arizona State, They paid them to play. They know they're gonna beat the shit out of them. But imagine if a black school, they pay y'all $1 million and then you go up there and beat them.
Yeah.
That shit will change the entire basketball firsthand. I think football might take a while longer because there's so many players.
Yeah. Fact.
And then I think a lot of players, what they do in football is you go to these big schools and you don't make it, then you transfer to a black school. Because I never forget this black coach told me, he said a wide receiver that can run fast ain't shit to me. Because I see that every day. He said, and he wasn't just being racist. He was like, black people run fast. Yeah. He said to see a 350-pound lineman, that's different. Because where all the black linemen go, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Florida.
Yeah.
Imagine if they came, now you got a quarterback that can sit in the pocket and throw the ball. That's a whole different ball game. Don't get me wrong, black football is good. The receivers is good. Quarterback is athletic. And the running backs,
but the line is really what's shifting.
The line is that changed the whole.
You a smart dude, bro. Like honestly,
the whole team. Like
outside of even just chopping it with you, I'm learning a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? You a smart man, bro, for real. But all right. And last question about college. So, what was your major? Did you ever change it? And talk about just graduation and stuff.
Political science. And I ain't never changed my major. I should have changed that motherfucker. Hey, all the kids out there, man, go to school for general studies. Fuck all that, because you get a master's program in anything. People don't know that. So like, man, general studies mean you take 4 years of basic shit all the way through. You ain't gotta specialize in nothing, and you're gonna get the same degree that somebody else who don't got. So,
okay, and you can apply it anywhere.
Yeah, then you can go to law school and say, "Oh, I got my degree. Now I want to go to law school." Instead of sticking to one thing the whole time. But that's just me throwing out some gems.
That's a big gem.
College. Anybody going to college, hey man, general studies, that's the same degree as somebody in the law shit got. Because I went for political science, pre-law.
Yeah.
That shit was hard as fuck. That shit was hard. This was 100% hard. And don't get me wrong, I hated reading. And that's from, because when I was little, I used to just catch on to shit. So I had to study.
You're a visual learner.
Yeah, like you can tell me something right now, I learn it. But if you put it on a piece of paper, it's gonna take me 10 times to read that shit. And then it's like, nah, I ain't doing that. So everybody got flaws. That was my flaw.
A fact.
But with the college thing, political science pre-law, I went for 5 years. I think I'm like 16 credits away from graduating. But I gotta be, it's like an in school, some kind of like, you gotta be there to take the shit. So that's where I'm at with college. I dropped out. Because life kicking at some point. Some point you gotta stop asking your mama for money.
Did you almost say perm like with the South side, with the South accent?
Yeah, my shit. But yeah, life kicking ass. Especially when you start working, you get an apartment. Mm-hmm. You start to live that adult life. Guess what? Come with it? Bills come with that motherfucker, and school become pushed on the back burner because that shit free.
Shorty can't eat no books, dude.
100%. If you stick your head in the books and do right, you can definitely, it's gonna come out on the back end.
Yeah, but
if you start to dabble in both sides, it's like that money side gonna win.
The way they said black people is to where we need the upfront. So we gotta
get away from that shit too.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
We gotta get away from that upfront money, because that back money,
it's always bigger.
Always.
And I put this on everything, bro. I haven't seen a lot because the business side I dabble in, but I don't dabble in as much as I need to. But the back end money, nigga, usually is typically 10 times more than what the front end is.
Well, man, you interview Master P. He said this all the time. He said, nigga offered me $1 million up front. He said, wait, if you offer me $1 million, I ain't did shit. You must think I'm a $10 million nigga. That's or $50 million. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
Why would somebody give you money up front?
Exactly, because they know what's going to come out.
I see it. You might not see it. They see it in you.
And this crazy thing, bro, Master P manager was actually who hit me up the craziest about the shit I posted yesterday.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to go live with him tonight at 7 Ground. He was like, yo, nigga, what you saying? That's really what we need. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, bro, I've always just been not scared, but maybe a little scared, but I just don't want to rub people the wrong way. And maybe that's a little pussy trait, but it's like you kind of fuck up shit, but I just said fuck it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta have that fucking moment, man.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's for your people. You know what I mean?
Man. You gotta run up against that wall sometimes.
Yeah, give us your graduation and shit. Like, what did it feel like when you finally tossed that college cap and ground?
Man, I ain't tossed no. I dropped out, man.
What?
Man, hell no, I ain't graduated.
All right, so then you was just talking to us about life. So go on and give us the military experience. What made you choose to? I'm gonna go in and go to the Navy.
So we had like family ties with the Navy. My uncle, one of my uncles, he was in the Navy, and he lived a pretty good life. Never seen him struggle for nothing. But I was just in Jackson, really fucking off partying. I had started drinking and smoking, on some everyday shit, and it was just like I had hit a point in my life. It was just like, dog, like, all right, you 20, 23, 24, you like, what you doing?
Yeah,
I was working in restaurants. I had been working in restaurants since I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like, I was getting quick money. I call it quick money. It's like drug dealer money.
Yeah,
you get money every day. Yeah, tips every day.
Going home with tips.
Yeah, man. You go in there, smile, and see the cute girls and all that shit. But at some point in life, dog, you should, as a man, you should hit a point where it's like, damn, like, what I'm doing next.
Yeah.
And I hit that point. I had some good people around me, though. Everybody around me was, you know what I'm saying, nobody held me back from doing it. And one day I just got the fuck up, man. Went to the office, and 30 days later, I was in the Navy. I was like, I had to move around, man.
Yeah, bro, I almost went to the Navy too. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Look, sometimes like a lot of people think about it, just who gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah, what was your military experience?
Military cool, man. It catapulted me to where I'm at right now, which is super dope. You got to use it. I tell you, this is what I tell my young people. I tell everybody, use, because they're gonna use you. It just is what it is. Like that's the game in life. Somebody gonna see you and use you. Now it's your choice to, are you gonna use them back or not? You ain't gotta be a dirty motherfucker about it. You just gotta, all right, cool. I see how you playing it. So yeah, military do, they give you a lot of money. They give you stability. They give you all that. But they gonna say, take your ass overseas for 8 months, 9 months. Well, you ain't gonna have no cell phone. You ain't gonna have the amenities of life that you ain't gonna have that shit. But you could take that and come back with 30 racks. What you gonna do with that 30 racks when you get home?
Yeah,
it's one of them. Mm-hmm. Like, and then even, I'm tell you, the biggest thing I learned in the military is, which helped me in my business today, is like not finessing, but learning how to play the game. And that's what I was going with, even with the riots and stuff that's going on. Like, you could, when I got on the ship, when I got to the military, I thought I could change this shit. Like, I'm big black man. Not saying that, but in my mind, I used to speak up for everybody. I used to talk for everybody. Oh, you got a problem? I got you. Like, I'm going, and I'm the lowest man on the totem pole at the time. But when shit went down, everybody backed off. It was like, nigga, shut up. We just want to go home. Everybody don't care about what you care about.
Yeah.
So what I learned, I'm like, this is a 100-year system that I'm trying to break. This ain't how you break that 100-year system.
Yeah.
And people don't know that. People think, oh, I just keep running up against the wall, that motherfucker gonna fall. No, that motherfucker might be strong and might have steel backing behind it.
Yeah.
So I had to learn, like, all right, cool. Do your job, implement. All right, somebody got a problem, implement that. And then when they start looking at you in a certain light, you can't forget about the people that you said you wanted to help. So go help them now. Now you got the power to help them. And that's what I meant by the whole us getting inside the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
You outside the house yelling and screaming. That just don't do nothing. I keep my door locked. Once somebody in your house and they penetrate something, then now you could be like, oops, I let the door open. My bad. Like, everybody running that bitch.
Yeah.
Just speaking from a sense.
Nah, I hear that analogy. I 100%. All right, one last question about the military. So let's say you got a young 18-year-old black kid, fresh out of high school, and he's asking you, like, should I go or should I not? What do you say and why?
Depending on where you are in life. If you're an athlete, you got a scholarship to college, go to college. It is what it like is. Certain choices in life is simple.
Nah, he open. He has none of that. He has no.
So go to the military. Why not? Like, I would tell you to go to certain branches of the military, rather than other ones, because I'm not that. We'll talk about that offline, but I ain't that person to put. You ain't even put me on the front line. This is what it is.
Yeah.
So I would tell you, join the military, because they gonna stabilize your life. Mm-hmm. They gonna give you a paycheck. They gonna send you to school, learn a trade. They gonna show you the world. And you're gonna see, like, what most young dudes want: money, Jordans, and you have to get over that phase.
For the most part. Yeah.
And people are like, oh, we all do the same thing when we join. A lot of people say about military. You buy a bunch of Jordans,
a Charger,
Camaro,
and get a low ass haircut.
Yeah, get you a low haircut, a bald face, and an apartment. But guess what? Everybody went through that phase.
Yeah, either way.
Either way.
And it probably wasn't a Charger.
But the military gonna give you 3 times. They gonna feed you 3 times a day, no matter what you do with your money.
Yeah.
Like, so it's one of those. It's like stabilizing your life. Because guess what? Your mama went through it. Yeah, she might fussing at you because she went through it. Like, or your big homie who don't wear Jordans no more. He wore Jordans at one time, or he wore something. He had some kind of vices.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like,
and he still do.
And right, he just don't show
that
it.
shit don't change.
It's just like you got to get past. We condemn a lot of people on what they do, but it's like you got to get that shit out your system. It just is what it is. Like you can't tell what they say. You can't tell people with money, that having money bring problems. Because I ain't never had money, so I want money. You have to get it to understand the problems that rich people have.
He has a 100%.
So it's like, yes, 18, man, go to the military, go see the world. Now, at your 22 mark, that's your 4 years. When you turn 22, save a little bit of change. You know, say have some in your bank account where now it ain't a decision about I gotta stay in the military for money.
Yeah.
Because at 22, you should be like, if you do it right, at 22, you could literally make a decision like, all right, I can go to school because your school gonna be paid for. So you can go to school for free. Now go to college.
Yeah.
Because this is a whole different experience being 18, college no money, versus being 22,
that's
college with a bankroll.
That's a fact.
Your whole experience is gonna be different. Like I know people who was in the military, came to Jackson State, had a car, had an apartment, and had money. That's a whole different college experience than eating noodles, eating the calf, and barely getting in a party.
Nah, absolutely.
So so why not? Now, to me, I wouldn't go stand on nobody's fucking front line.
Nah,
I ain't. Don't give me no gun. But everybody don't have that decision. So sometimes, you got to take it both ways, man. Like, but join the military. But you got to, like I said, they're gonna use you.
Yeah, Navy is the only thing I would have went to, bro, and that's what I was gonna go to. But I heard the Air Force is cool too.
All the branches got I feel like, man, go in there and study up.
Yeah, I went to MEPS, got a job for and all that, and I was like, yeah, I'm out on you niggas. Like at the last second, and for me, it just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? But I would also give somebody younger than me the advice to probably do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
everything ain't for everybody. Because everybody ain't built for the struggle. Because when you walk away from the military in high school, now you on your own. You gotta go find a good job.
Yeah,
everybody ain't made for that shit. Everybody can't live off $10 an hour.
Yeah, fact.
If you can't do it, then you might want to protect yourself.
Nah, I'm gonna give you even something deeper, bro. You know what made me say I ain't going?
Talk to me.
They gave me the job, bro, and I didn't know what the job meant. And then first I was happy,
what was the job?
And then when Dre explained to me, I was like, I don't want to do that. It was like washing clothes on a submarine. It was like steward shipment or shipment store, something. I didn't read up on it, so I was just happy I got in the Navy and had the job and everything. And I guess what they gave me the explanation was when you go to MEPS, the people on the East Coast get to pick at the jobs first, and then we get to pick later. So that's what I was left with. And I actually killed the ASVAB. I scored like an 81 on my ASVAB. I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh, this is all we got as far as the jobs go. Nigga tried to have me washing clothes on the submarine. I said, I can't do that.
So I understand what they're saying when they say that. Because it's just the way the time falls. So it's like they put the jobs in the system the night before.
Yeah.
So East Coast, of course, wake up earlier. They in MEPS, they getting jobs, boom, 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 and then by the time it rolls, I don't know how true or false that is.
That's what they told me at 18, 19. You know what I'm saying?
I probably would have dipped out too. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, when I understood, I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that job ever. It was literally laundry on a submarine. That's what it boiled down to. But
I mean, if you to some people, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you was wrong for your decision, but nigga, you making $1,500 to $2,500 a month or a paycheck, wash some drawers. A lot of people ain't doing it. I'm just saying, it ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody.
I still wasn't doing it. I was like, shit. And truthfully, like, my little corporate life was kind of lit. You know what I mean?
Well,
so I was, from 20, I ended up working stupid corporate from 20 to 25. Like, I was a supervisor, all that. You know what I mean?
Then you had
the same ambition I do here, I did in the corporate. So my resume crazy, you know what I mean? But nigga, I was like, bro, I went to First American. I got some paper, but at the same time, what I wanted from the military was more than just money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just so turned off by that shit. I said I'm not going. You know what I'm saying?
That happens. I don't.
But if anything, the Navy is it. You know what I mean? So, but all right, I got one more question for you, and it's mostly just about personal shit. So, going and doing everything you've done and like traveling the world and things like that, like. What made you be like, yo, I want to settle down? like, and just be a family man and shit. Like at this point.
What you mean, like married or
Yeah, married. Yeah, that's family man. You ain't gotta have kids yet.
Nah, man, my wife dope, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Shine moment.
That's my that's my nigga. Like I love her to death. Like when you meet, it's like we've met on some random shit, and it's just like when you meet somebody that y'all just click to that point, it's like, all right, like yeah, you got other little chicken heads around here, but like, I'm arguing with her about some fucking toilet paper, and this one over here don't want to cook, and you find somebody who like, genuinely like you, and y'all like each other, like that's kind of relationship we got, like so it was never a thought of like I want to settle down, because I girl, like I ain't looking for no relationship, dog. I'd be 100% honest. I ain't looking for no
shine moment.
Nah, but I always thought, but I was always a backwards nigga. I always fell in a relationship. Always had relationships. I was always in relationships. But every time I get out of one, I tell the next one, I'm not looking for no relationship.
And fall in love with it.
Fall in love. So I'm a backwards ass nigga. Don't think I'm a player, no shit like that.
Yeah.
So, but no, I just wanted. She was dope, and we was kicking it. We was kicking for a long ass time. Like even when I had fell on some hard times, I had moved out of my like apartments. She took me in, like, I don't say she took me in, but she was like, you need somewhere to stay. I was like, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Until we got another apartment that we both was paying rent on, but she held me down. So it was kind of like, I remember like my car broke down one time. I had a big stinking Lincoln when I was in college, like big ass Lincoln. Shit broke down. I didn't even have to ask her. She like, we going to work today because we were in the same place. Pull it up from her shit to mine. It's like, all right, you told me your car last night was fucked up.
Yeah, she courted you.
Yeah, like she held me in the stages so I didn't get to.
Women be knowing she picked you out as her husband before
she probably did.
Yeah, fact. That's what women be doing, bro.
But now she held me down like I feel like friends supposed to hold people down. It wasn't even no. It was just like if my man's car broke down, we work at the same place, why would I go pick him up? And she was on the same shit. Like you said your car broke, right? I was like, yeah, I didn't know you was coming though. I was looking for a ride. She's already there.
Man,
so it's one of them things. Like,
well, I appreciate you just for giving me the answer. I appreciate you messing with your boy. But so tell the people anything else you interested in, anything else you got coming, any events that you might be trying to get popping when coronavirus is over. You know, because I'll be in San Diego, but anyway, we'll let you go, man.
Yeah, Corona got life out here fucked up. So if you ever in the San Diego area, California, Southern California areas, do the day party, Simple Sundays, got that shit going crazy. Had all the family there at the last one. Be up to like 600 plus right now. So
it was lit.
Yeah, that shit stupid to see where that built from to where it's at right now. It's kind of crazy. Even right during Corona times, we got Black Thoughts. Matter of fact, we got one tomorrow night. We just talk about some shit. We talk about you see, I got the shirt on, the merch. But yeah, we get into some deep conversations like this, like we having right now. I asked a question and we just give everybody a chance. It's almost like a live podcast where everybody gets to speak.
Oh yeah, that Zoom was cool. I got to get on another one.
Yeah. Definitely had Malcolm on the Zoom going crazy. So it'd be men and women on there. It's a platform for all the black people to get their voices out, man. Because everybody don't get a chance to sit at a Podson. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I give everybody a platform to talk. And I know we post comments on social media 24/7, but how many people actually read all the comments?
That's a fact. Like, most people not. Yeah, I ain't reading shit.
Right? But you turn their comments off. So like
notifications off.
Yeah, even with what's
mute
going
your
on
page on the nigga.
So yeah, like we doing that. We do that in person. Trying to bring that to Arizona. We got some shit popping up in Arizona. High Def just moved to Arizona. High Definition Entertainment. So yeah, man, we going crazy. I'm trying to think. We was doing Wednesday nights at one time. I just got a text message that they back open. So
Bar Smith.
Yeah, Bar Smith. We was at Bar Smith for about 5 months. But we're gonna definitely try to kick off and do our own shit. Like so. On that end, I actually though. What you think about the business shit? Like, what's the? Because I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd probably be better for me.
Yeah, we'll do it offline.
But yeah, man, it's been Podson Radio. You know, I brought y'all. Obviously, I'm always bringing y'all the real. This was somebody I actually, related to it and things like that. But you ain't getting on just because you know me. We gonna talk to you because you impressive and things like that. So thank you for sitting in. Big time Simon, man. We about to head straight on.